Hey, it's Leo from PowerUp here, and today I'm going to be making some Port Hunding Cheese Fries to celebrate ESO, courtesy of Molly from Miss Molly Makes. Thanks to Bethesda for the ingredients, and here we go. What you're going to need for this is some potatoes. This is a Coles brand, but I'm sure you can use any. Some cheese, some butter, the all-important Blackwood sauce, or any hot sauce that you like really, mustard, garlic, chili, paprika, cumin, flour, milk, olive oil. With all that stuff, you're going to make some delicious chili cheese fries. First things first, you're going to get a baking tray, line it with paper like this, already done, the wizard over here. And then you've got to set your oven to 180, and that's Celsius. If you're one of those Fahrenheit people, 350. Leave that to get going, and then we'll get a start on the spuds. The recipe calls for 1 kilo of potatoes, quartered and thin, but you can sort of do it however you want. And if you want them to be more like chips, do them thinner. If you want fatter ones, do them fatter, it's up to you. I'm going to put the full recipe up on the screen, and I'm also going to put down in the comments. So you just want to chop these, get them nice and sliced. Once you got them all chopped, you're going to stick them in a bowl, big bowl, a lot of potatoes, and you're going to mix in your oil, your spices, so you can coat the potatoes. So we need 2 tablespoons extra virgin olive oil. In there. We're going to need 2 teaspoons of paprika. You're going to need 2 or 1, if you don't want it too hot, teaspoons of chili. You're going to need 2 teaspoons of garlic powder and 1 teaspoon of cumin. Once that's all in there, give it a good mix. Get those potatoes all coated with all the spices. And they're all nice and even so they all taste good. Look at that. Now that they're all nice and coated, you're going to get the tray. Spread the potatoes out. Give them some space. Some tongs if you got them. Get them nice and even so they can cook evenly. And then we're going to whack them in the oven for 30 to 40 minutes until they're nice and golden, crispy, and looking good. And there you go. While the potatoes are cooking, you're going to start to make the cheese sauce. The first thing you need is 2 tablespoons of butter, or if you like me, a chunk. You're going to get that under medium heat with 2 cloves or teaspoons, tablespoons, however much you like garlic. I'm going to go teaspoons of minced garlic. You can use cloves, but I don't have a crusher, so we go on the pre-crushed kind. And you want to mix those together until you got the butter's all nice and melted down. You just want to gently melt that butter. You don't want to burn it, you don't want to overcook it. And once you got it nice and melted, like this, when you want to add your 2 tablespoons of flour, get those in there, reduce your heat down, and you're just going to whisk that in and make it like a roux. And you want to add salt and pepper just for flavour here, and just make sure that's nice and blended. And you want to add your milk in gradually, whisking it in as you go. Don't put it all in at once, it'll end up with a disaster. Bit of spill, it's alright. And then you go bit by bit. Maybe crank up the heat a little bit. What you're trying to get is just a nice, smooth, creamy consistency. No lumps. But it's been a few minutes. My sauce is a bit thick, so you can keep adding milk if you need to, just to thin that out. I'm going to add the cheese in first and see what happens. So you want 1 to 1.5 cups of tasty shredded cheese. I don't have a grater, so I'm just going with the pre-grated stuff. I'm going to add that in, mix it in. You're also going to add in your mustard, which is half a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. Get those going over a low heat. If you like it extra cheesy, put more cheese in. Up to you. However you like your flavours. Add more or less. Cater it to yourself. You're the one who's got to eat it. Some more cheese in there. Now you can also cook off some bacon, cut up some shallots, spring onions if you want, add those on top when you're done. I haven't been able to go to the shop today. I've already been outside for my lockdown walk, so no bacon for me, but that's alright. Add a little bit more milk. Now once that's done, just leave the sauce to cool and kick back and relax. Go play some Elder Scrolls. Alrighty, now that your potatoes are nice and done, turn the oven off, get them out of there. Be careful of the heat. You want to put them into a bowl or a serving platter or something. If you want to be even extra cheesy, you can dust them in Parmesan first, but I'm not going to do that because I'm not extra and I don't have Parmesan. So we just get ourselves a bowl. Get these chippies out. Like I said, you can add spring onions, bacon if you want. Give it a bit extra. I'm not going to do that. But if you want to, choice is yours. Just going to add a little bit more milk to get this to a pourable consistency. Mine is the cheaper ghetto version of these fries, since I don't have the green stuff or the bacon, but it's still going to be delicious. You could probably add jalapenos if you want to go a bit fancy, sour cream, whatever you want. Give it a bit more heat, and then we're going to just pour that on all over these little chippies. Look at that. Absolutely ridiculous. Get it all out of there. Drown them in cheese. Then get your Blackwood sauce. I wouldn't put it on too much. It's very, very hot. Give it a few dabs. Maybe even just keep it on the side to dip in if you want. Alright, now I'm off to play. This isn't the kind of thing I'd recommend you eat by your hands. I think you're going to need a fork for this. Have a bit of moon sugar on the side and log into the Elder Scrolls.